A man who was released from state prison just 3 days ago has been arrested for trying to burglarize a Reading home. It's our top story tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Boris Sanchez.
I'm Tracy Leong. The two people living in the home quickly stepped into action, biting the suspect to the ground and then tying him up. I spoke to one of the victims who says he did what he could to defend himself.
So he comes at me with the beer bottle, pushes me into the house, and luckily hits his arm on the edge of the door jamb here. So I take a step, I get a step away from him and hit him in the ribs as hard as I could. And that's kind of didn't really even faze him, and then he jumped past me and ran out the front door. And that's where my roommate had chased after him and caught him in the street.
20-year-old Ronnie Van Way of Reading, who had just been released from state prison, didn't go down without a fight. He violently resisted and was ultimately wrestled down with chokeholds and a baseball bat.
I had him down with his hands kind of locked behind his back with his knee on his neck, and I ran over and zip-tied him, hands and feet, and we called the police and waited.
Looking back, Joel says he feared for his life and acted on instinct.
When it's something like that, you just kind of got to go after it because, he is threatening our lives with the beer bottle, and that kind of made me angry enough to just want to go after him,
Joel says this is actually a very common thing to happen in his neighborhood. This is the third time he's been burglarized, and just 2 weeks ago, someone tried breaking into his truck. He chased that man down and detained him as well.
We work really hard for our stuff, and we try to keep our stuff nice, and there's people always threatening that, and you just get to a point where you're sick of it. So you're going to take matters into your own hands sometimes, which is not the best idea, definitely, but you get to that point, it's just, you don't care anymore.
Many of Joel's neighbors say they have also been burglarized. They always keep a lookout for suspicious behavior.
You're always on guard. You're always watching for, something that's not right or you feel it's not right. So it helps out. I mean, it is a pain to live like that, and but I think it's going to be like that everywhere. So everyone's going to have to get used to it.
A second suspect was also arrested, 23-year-old Michael Sims of Reading. He was booked for prowling and possessing a dagger. Police say he tried to assist in the burglary.